14. I like one word in like dull minded. 9, 10, 14. Yeah. So describing me, so I thought this is a good word. Yeah. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय जय Thank you, Jai Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Govinda ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamashloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govinda. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th Canto, Chapter 10, verse number 14. Tvam vayam jaradhiyo nuvidama bhuman
Jadadiyo Vidamodruma.
Bhutasthamaadipurusham jagatamādhīṣam
Bhuta Samadhi Purusham Jagatam Idisham.
Yat sattvata suragana rajasa prajesha
Yadvata Suragana Rajasa Pradesha.
Manyoscha bhutapataya sabhavan gunesha
Manyo Chabhuta Daya Sabhava Dunisha.
Natvam vayam jaradhiyo nuvidama bhuman Bhutasthamaadipurusham jagatamādhīṣam
Bhutastamadipurusham Jagatam
Yat sattvata suragana rajasa prajesha
Yasatvata Suragana Rajasa Pradesha.
Manyoscha bhutapataya sabhavan gunesha
Manyoscha Bhutapataya Sabhavam Punisha.
Na tvam vayam jaradhiyo nuvidama bhuman
Nato Mayam Jadadiyo Dama Bhuma.
Bhutasthamaadipurusham jagatamādhīṣam
Bhutastamadipurusham Jagatam Adisham.
Yat sattvata suragana rajasa prajesha
Satvata Suragana Rajasa Prajesha.
Manyoscha bhutapataya sabhavan gunesha
Manyoscha Bhutapataya Sabhavam Punisha.
Anyone?
Natum Vayam Jaludiyo Nuvidama Bhuma.
Na tvam vayam jaradhiyo nuvidama bhuma
Tastamadi Purusham Jagatam Adisham.
Kutasthamaadipurusham jagatamādhīṣam
Yat Satvata Suragana Rajasa Prajesha.
Yat sattvata suragana rajasa prajesha
Bhuta Pataya Sabhava Gunesha.
Manyoscha bhutapataya sabhavan gunesha
Natvam Vayam Jadadiyo Nuvidama Bhuma.
Na tvam vayam jaradhiyo nuvidama bhuma
Bhutastamadi Purusham Jagatam Adisham.
Kutasthamaadipurusham jagatamādhīṣam
Yat Satvata Suragana Rajasa Prajesha.
Yat sattvata suragana rajasa prajesha
Bhutapataya Sabhavan Gunesha.
Manyoscha bhutapataya sabhavan gunesha Na, not, tvam, your lordship, vayam, we, jaradhiya, dull-minded, possessing blunt intelligence. No, indeed, vidama,
Vidama.
can know
can know
woman,
woman,
O Supreme,
O Supreme,
Kutastam,
who does them
within the core of the heart,
within the core of the heart,
Adi Purusham,
Adi
the original personality of Godhead,
the original personality of God,
Jagatam,
Jagannatha,
of the universes,
of the universe,
which progressively go on,
which progressively go on,
Adhisham,
Adhisham,
the Supreme Master,
the Supreme Master,
Yat,
yet
fixed under your direction,
fixed under your direction,
Satvataha,
Sarvata,
infatuated with Satvaguna,
infatuated with Satvaguna,
Suragana,
Suragana,
such demigods,
such demigod,
Rajasaha,
Rajasa,
infatuated with Rajoguna,
infatuated with Java,
Praja Ishaha,
Praja Isha,
the Prajapatis,
the Prajapatis,
Manyoho,
Manayo,
influenced by Tamoguna,
influenced by Tamoguna,
Cha,
Cha,
and
and
Bhutapatayaha,
Bhutapatayaha,
rulers of ghosts,
rulers of
Saha,
Saha,
such a personality,
such a person,
Bhavan,
Bhava,
your lordship,
your lordship,
Gunaisha,
Mahisha,
the master of the three modes of material
the
nature.
master of the three modes of nature.
Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajata सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरम् Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The all-pervading Supreme, O all-pervading Supreme Person, we are dull-minded and did not understand who you are, but now we understand that you are the Supreme Person, the Master of the entire universe, the unchanging and original personality of Godhead. The demigods are infatuated with the mode of goodness, the Prajapatis with the mode of passion, and the Lord of hosts with the mode of ignorance. But you are the master of all these personalities. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The word Jaradhiya refers to intelligence like that of an animal. A person with such intelligence cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without being beaten, an animal cannot understand the purpose of a man. Sounds relevant to us. Similarly, those who are dull-minded cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But when punished severely by the modes of material nature, they begin to understand Him. A Hindi poet has said, दुख से सबा हरि भजे सुख से भजे कोई सुख से अगर हरि भजे दुख का थान से हया. Actually, I never saw Prabhupada quoting Hindi. Very unique. Like Prabhupada is quoting a Hindi poet. Usually it's in the purport. Prabhupada is quoting Hindi poet. A Hindi poem. A Hindi poet has said, yes, a Hindi poet. So they've triggered in my mind.
No.
No, they mentioned, but a Hindi poet. दुख से सबा हरि भजे, सुख से भजे कोई। सुख से अगर हरि भजे, दुख कथा से होय। When one is distressed, he goes to the church or temple to worship the Lord, but when opulent, he forgets the Lord. Therefore, punishment by the Lord through material nature is necessary in human society, for without it, men forget the supremacy of the Lord due to their dull, blunt intelligence. So these are the beautiful prayers glorifying Lord Sri Ramchandra. Today is Ramnavmi. Ramnavmi is the day when what happened on this day? Oh, it's birthday. Okay. So today is Lord Rama's uh, not qualified, obviously, to speak on this subject matter. From the first statement, it is clear, but we'll try to say something. It is said that those who are influenced by the modes cannot understand the Lord. Recently, I was thinking about it. Um, it's very easy. It is very easy to relate to a person. Like I can think that, oh, this person is very humble, and this person this qualities, or this person, we are attracted to various qualities of different people. It is very easy to relate, but it is very difficult to see the same qualities in Krishna. It's very easy to think that, oh, Krishna is so humble, or I mean, when we think it is inspiring, but then to be able to feel it is very difficult. Although to feel it and see it in other people, we can understand. Even if somebody speaks about some other person I have not seen, I can be inspired by that person. But if somebody speaks about the qualities of Krishna, then I cannot be inspired towards Krishna. But it's very easy to be attracted to somebody in this world. And then I was thinking that that is a proof that Krishna is transcendental personality. Because every quality of Krishna is transcendental, and we are influenced by three modes. It is very difficult to perceive Krishna. But it is very easy to perceive things in the three modes. Na? So it is very difficult to perceive within this world, but it's very difficult to perceive Krishna. It is, I mean, it is very easy to even remember the form of anybody in this world, or some some qualities of that person, very easy, but very difficult to remember even the name, form, qualities, or pastimes of Krishna. And that is because Krishna is transcendental. And only when by the become more and more transcendental, as we go beyond the modes, then only Krishna is gradually revealed to us, little, to the extent we become pure, little, little, little. That's why here the demigods are praying, oh, all pervading supreme person, we are dull minded and we cannot understand who you are. So we cannot understand Krishna because whether it is Brahma, or whether it is Prajapatis, or whether it is Ghosts, or whether it is Lord Ramachandra is not influenced by the three modes. I was reading something uh, recently. Um, Ravan realized that if you so desperately want Sita, you can take any form. Why can't you take the form of Ram, disguise? You take the form of Brahmana. You can do anything, na? Why can't you take a form of Ram and then go in front of her? And what's stopping you? And then she will surrender to you. This is like bad association of Kumbhakarna. So Ravana said, I tried that. When I meditate to get somebody's form, I have to meditate on that person. And when I meditate on Ram, then I see Sita as a mother. So then I cannot have that feeling for her the way I want. So that shows that the form of Lord Ram is transcendental. So immediately as he meditates on Lord Ram, even a personality like Ravana, his feeling for Sita becomes like a mother Sita, because Lord is completely transcendental. So he says, I cannot take the form of Ram. Otherwise, I cannot do what I want to do. So Lord Ram is here the demigod
My laptop is working.
No.
Hare Krishna, am I audible on Zoom?
Yes, now, Prabhuji, yes, now.
Thank you. So it is not up to us to realize anything. I mean, sometimes I have tried my own life, running, 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 running. By your running, we cannot get anything. You will. I mean, there is a verse like even these, these Mayavadis. It is said, Vimukta Manina. They think that they have become liberated. So I was thinking, likewise, we may also think that now I'm here and now I'm here, now I've attained this, now I've attained this. It doesn't matter what we think actually. What matters is everything is an internal revelation, and everything is based on our sincere desire to serve. In the beginning, it is very difficult to absorb our mind in Krishna. I mean, I'm talking about myself, but it is relatively easier to absorb our mind in service of Krishna, but very difficult to absorb mind in Krishna. So when Krishna says, "Man mana bhanu bhakto," always remember me, always think of me, and then Krishna says, if you cannot think of me, then you practice regulatory principle of devotional service, and then you work for me. So in this way, you will be able to think of me. The thing is, anything that is connected to Krishna will purify. But right now, we may not be on a platform to always think of Krishna. Can't even think of Krishna while chanting Hare Krishna. So how to think of Krishna all the time? It is very difficult. But we can think about how to serve Krishna. That is relatively easier. And that's why Srila Prabhupada said that the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra meaning is, my Lord, please engage me in your service. And we should take anxiety for Krishna. We should just try to do like Bhakti Sagar Maharaj says, in Krishna consciousness, you do what you like to do, but you use that propensity to serve Krishna. The thing is, we are influenced by modes, na? So use that modes, whatever mode you are in, and our mode defines our nature, our character, our propensity. Use that propensity to serve Krishna. In that way, as Krishna is gradually pleased, and Rupa Goswami says one thing that is required is patience. There. So it's not something that can be acquired by my effort. Of course, my effort is needed, and that effort will help. But like there is some time where we can be directly Krishna conscious, some time where we can be rendering service to Krishna, and somehow or other, our whole day should engage in keeping Krishna in the center, and just keep doing it. Wait for year, 2 year, decade, 2 decade, 3 decade. Just keep waiting, 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 waiting. I think, especially in Kali Yoga, like maybe I'm talking about myself, in our age, the degradation is very high. If we go to the past, the degradation is very high. So it takes a lot more time to even come to the point of thinking about Krishna. But in previous ages, I think the things were relatively very pure. They can just go to Vrindavan, they can directly absorb. But for our case, it requires a lot of deep purification to be able to attain that stage. So today is the appearance day of Lord Ramchandra. It is very auspicious day of Ramanavmi. I was thinking to discuss 5 qualities of Lord Ram today. So the first quality is this comes in Ramayana. 16 qualities are described, but naturally because of time limit, we'll discuss 5. The first one is invincible. Invincible means nobody can defeat Lord Ram. So there's, I mean, one story about each person. That's what I thought today. So Vishwamitra Muni, he came to Ayodhya. Um, so there were 3 main rishis in Ramayana. One is Vishwamitra Muni, one is Vasishtha Muni, and one is Agastya Muni. And there are many, but these are 3 who regularly. So Vishwamitra Muni is one who came to. He used to perform sacrifice in a forest, and there was a demon, her name was Tadak, and she was very fierce woman. And this particular forest was actually made by Indra. Was very beautiful, but this Tadaka, whoever come and visit, she would kill him or eat him. So and any sage who would perform sacrifice, she would destroy it. So Vishwamitra Muni, although he has the power to kill Tadaka himself, he is a great saint, but then he wanted to glorify Lord Ramchandra. So he went and he knew that who is Lord Ram. So he went to Mara Dashrath, and Maharaj Dashrath came out. Vishwamitra Muni was outside. He was well received. He washed his feet, served him, and then he said, "We are Kshatriyas, and our entire life is meant to serve you. What can we do for you?" Then Vishamutra Muni said, I want your two sons, Ram and Lakshman, because we are being attacked by this demoness, and they are invincible, and they have the power to defeat them. So there is, of course, Lord Maharaj Dasharatha didn't want to um, let go of Ram and Lakshman, but then if a saint says something, then a grihastha must do. So then he took Ram and Lakshman. He went to that forest, and when he was about to enter that forest, Lord Ram was very hesitant. So and this is, I think, the first demon, Prabhuji. This is the first demon. So Lord Ram was very hesitant. So Vishwamitra told Lord Ram, see, don't be hesitant to kill a demon because she's a woman. Because she's not a woman, she's a demon. And I was relating this to Krishna's pastime. So Krishna also, the first demon Krishna has to kill was a woman. And the first demon that Lord Ramchandra has to face was also a woman. So then Lord Ram asked that this forest looks so desolate, like just by entering the forest, there was scary sound. Now, like all these sounds everywhere, and it was very scary. It was like deserted. Even vegetation is not there. And they would hear anybody perform sacrifice, they would throw stool and blood all around. So she was very like disgusting, actually, disgusting thing she would do. So Lord Ram went, and then the first thing he did when he entered is he took his bow and he strung the bow. And when he strung the bow, it created such a sound that the whole planet shook. So Tadaka, it was like Lalkarna. For Tadaka, it was like uh, a challenge. So she became furious. So she came out, she started flying, and she can disappear anytime and she can take any form, and she has all this, Rakshasi has all these powers. So she came and Lord Ram saw her. Then Vishwamitra Muni told, shoot. And Lord Ram took the arrows and he cut off the two heads of Tadaka. And now Tadaka is doing, and these demons, they can fight even without. So she like furiously fighting still. Then she would disappear and appear here, and then she would laugh and smile and throw the stones and boulders and do all these kind of things. Then Lord Ram told Lakshman, that brother, you should do something. So Lakshman very carefully he shot the arrow and he cut off the ear and nose. Looks like Lakshman likes cutting off ear and nose. So he cut off the ear and nose of Tadaka. And then Vishamutra Muni, he was not very happy. Vishamutra Muni said, Ram and Lakshman, I told you, finish the game. So what he is doing is he's cutting the arms, he's cutting the nose and ear. He wants them to just kill her. And then he said, again, I am telling you, don't hesitate because she is a woman. It's my order to you that kill her. And then Lord Ram was like, okay. And then she has this power that she'll become invisible, and she would still throw and attack. So, and then just the sound is visible all over. So Lord Ram, he closed his eyes, and then there is this Dhanur, Shabd Vidya. Yeah. So there by hearing you can know where the sound is coming from. And he closed his eyes because she was invisible, and he threw and like a massive number of arrows. And then they were the sound was coming from Tadaka. And then finally Tadaka was very angry, and she started like, when the limit is reached, then she just came visible, and with whatever wound just started coming and wanted to kill Ram and Lakshman. Then Lord Ram shot the last arrow and entered into the heart of Tadaka, and Tadaka fell down dead. And in this way we see that Lord Ram is invincible, like any. This is Lord Ram. He may play sometime or other he is a little bit funny, but mostly he is very grave person. And then they perform the sacrifice, and during the sacrifice then there is um, uh, Marich and Subahu. So Subahu, they were children of Tata. So Subahu attacked with thousands of demons, and then while the sacrifice is going on, then Ram and Lakshman protected, and he killed Subahu with all the other um, Rakshasas, and he shot Marich, who went like some 10,000 or 14,000 or 800 yojana. He then he became scared and he ran away. So that is the first quality of Lord Ram, is that he is invincible. Anything Lord Ram wants, nobody can defeat him. This is because the Lord is supreme personality of power. And another quality of Lord Ram is redeemer. Redeemer means he came to like purify the earth or deliver the living entities. He came to redeem all the living entities. And it is said that during Ram Rajya, everybody went back to Godhead regularly, and he purified the whole Mother Earth. And even so, there is one particular story of Brahma. He had this imagination of the most beautiful girl. So Brahma himself created this most beautiful girl, whose name was Ahalya. So Ahalya, and then he said, "I will give this girl in marriage to one who circumambulate the three words three times fastest." So Indra was he has mystical power, so he circumambulated and he said, "I am the first one," because he was attracted to Ahalya, and naturally everybody was attracted. So then Narad Muni was watching, and Narad Muni saw that actually Gautam Rishi is the one who is the fastest because he circumambulated the Kamdhenu cow, and all the three words reside in Kamdhenu cow. So then Ahalya was got married to Gautam Rishi, but Gautam Rishi was a saint and he has no attraction, but he just circumambulated Kamdhenu cow. So Ahalya started living with uh, Gautam Rishi in the hermitage. Then when he was out performing sacrifice, then Indra came. Indra came disguised as Gautam Rishi, and Ahalya could figure out that this is not my husband, this is Indra, but she still had some desires. So they had some time together, and Gautam Rishi, by his mystical power, he understood um, that she has become unchaste. So he came and then he cursed Indra, and because of that, Indra got ice all over his body. And then he cursed Ahalya to that you become a stone. And when Ahalya she lamented and like uh, begged forgiveness for her uh, lack of chastity, then um, Gautam Rishi told her that the Supreme Lord will deliver you. And when you enter the stone, you should remember the Lord, Narayan, in that form. And that's how, by that austerity and by that tapa, you'll become pure. And once you are pure, Lord Ram will come and deliver you. And then he made her into the stone in the same Gautam Rishi ashram. And then he went to perform austerities. And Gautam Rishi had no, like, he has no desires. He was not attached. He just went and performed austerities. Then when Lord Ram, after killing Subahu and punishing Marich and Tadaka, then Vishwamitra Muni told Ram and Lakshman that now we should go to Mithila and we need to do some austerity and some sacrifice for Janak Maharaj. So as they were going, on the way there is this one in the region of Mithila, and there is an ashram of Gautam Rishi. And when they entered, then Vishwamitra Muni told Lord Ram that this is Ahalya, and I want you to deliver him. So see, Vishwamitra Muni knows the position of Lord Ram. So Lord Ram touched the stone with his feet, and she already became purified because of remembering the tapa, remembering the Lord. And that's how we also, by remembering the Lord, by practicing our devotional service, by serving the Lord, gradual over a period of time, we will also become pure. And there is, I mean, the path of Krishna consciousness itself is, um, and there is in Hindi there is a saying कि भगवान के घर पे देर है अंधेर नहीं सुना होगा आपने. So it may take some time, but the path is invincible and the purification will be absolute. Anybody who has once begun the process of Krishna consciousness, like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, three lives they are going back to Godhead. So our attainment of back to Godhead is guaranteed. Those who have once begun, unless we become envious and do Vaishnava Aparad and other things and do take asatsang, If you are careful and devotee association, a humble mood, then our going back home, back to Godhead is guaranteed. It's just a matter of time. Ultimately, the goal of all living entities is to serve Krishna, develop pure devotion. That is guaranteed. So we don't have to worry about what about me and what about my and what about my advance and my progress, because that will be given to you anyways. You just have to keep be in the process and Krishna will award it to you. It's just waiting. Like Srila Prabhupada would say, whole Krishna consciousness is there, but just time is everything. Likewise, pure devotional service is also there with us. Like it is said, like Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhyaka Puna Shabha Shuddha Chitika Royoda. It's there within the heart of all living entity. It's just time which is separating us. And ultimately we all will become pure souls and realize ourselves. So what we must think about is not just think about ourselves, but what we must think about is being here, how can I render service? How can I share this message to all living entities? What can I do? How can I serve? Like Prabhuji always says, our plate is served. We have come, we have received a spiritual master, we are in devotee association. We have developed some affection for hearing and chanting. So already we are taken care. We don't have to worry. Of course, the worry, the greediness is something that will also be awarded to us by Krishna's mercy. The greed is the qualification to actually attract Krishna's full mercy, but that is also awarded to us. We just have to keep serving. Just have to focus on we should focus on not what I want from the Lord, but what can I do for them. Not what I want Krishna to give me, but what can I give to Krishna. Like Srila Prabhupada would say, Bhakti Sas quoting Saraswati Thakur, he says, don't try to see Krishna. Trying to see Krishna means trying to realize Krishna, uh, trying to trying to get him and like get his full mercy. Don't try to see Krishna. Saraswati Thakur says, try to serve Krishna in such a way that Krishna wants to see. So we should try to serve Krishna in such a way that Krishna should think, oh, this devotee is trying so hard, I must give his mercy. When we are not worried about ourselves, but when we are worried about how to serve Krishna. And when Krishna recognizes us, Krishna will give us what what Krishna wants. And if you're not looking for it, Krishna will give us anyways. Krishna will give us. So we must just try to serve Krishna. So she was trying to remember the Lord in the form of a stone. In the form of a stone, but she was conscious. Like she cannot move, but she is waiting. She has consciousness, so she's thinking when the Lord will come. And when the Lord actually came, that was the like ripening of the fruit of what she has been doing. And how long it took? It took like a really long time when Lord came. I don't know how many thousands or millions of years, I don't know. It took a very long time from Gautam Rishi when Ahalya was born to when Lord Ramchandra actually came. But she was patient and she was simply remembering, and then she got her perfection. So the Lord came to redeem. And we see even Shabri, the Matanga Rishi, he gave her the blessing. So Lord redeemed. And the Lord Ram is one who sent the entire world, that time, the planet, to Ayodhya. So this is one quality of the Lord is he is a redeemer. Then another quality of Lord is adherent. Adherent means the Lord would uh, uh, was very strict with his principles. Whatever he decided, he would do it, and nobody can budge him. And this we see during the pastime of the Lord's banishment, when KK told Dasharat Maharaj, give me the two boons of making Bharat as the king and banishing Ram to exile for 14 years. And Lord Ram he came in the morning, and he was supposed to be coronated. And Dasharat Maharaj was sitting on the chair, and he was sitting on the floor, like behal hona. So like that he was sitting. Behal, matlab toot gaye, means broken hearted. And he was sitting and he was crying, and his face was down and tears were gliding from his golden cheeks. And then he saw KK was very shrewd, and she was sitting there. Lord Ram came, and Ram was always humble. Lord Ram came, and he never saw Maharaj Dashrath like that. There is no cries in Maharaj Dashrath. Everybody was joyful. What to speak about the king? And here the king was crying and he was surprised. So Lord Ram asked, dear father, what happened? And KK spoke, and KK with his finger with shrewdness, she said, the father has decided. And she also said the father has decided. She did not say that, I have asked these boons. She said your father has made a decision that you should be banished. Like, with that shrewdness, she said, you should be banished to forest for 14 years, and Bharat will become the king. And when Lord Ram heard this, so Lord Ram smiled, and Lord Ram, with full of joy, he said, uh, dear mother Kekeyi, Bharat will be a great king. I'm very happy for Bharat. And if this is what my father wants, I shall um, take his permission and leave. And then Lord Ram also does not see fault in any, just like Lord Ram did not see fault in, um, um, like Lord Krishna did not see fault in Putana. So Lord Ram, one of the quality of Lord is a Dokshadashi. Naturally, pure devotees are also Dokshadashi. So Lord Ram does not see. So Lord Ram first paid his obeisances to Maharaj Dashrath. Then he paid his obeisances to Mother KK. And then he left. Then the fourth quality, the second last quality of Lord Ram is um, most adored, most loved. And we see this also in the same pastime, how much Maharaj Dashrath adored Lord Ram. And when Lord Ram was leaving, so again, Maharaj Dashrath, so far he was just crying, and now he started wailing when Lord Ram was leaving. And the citizens came to know, and everybody came to know that this is because of the boon asked by KK. So everybody started hating KK, even her own son Bharat, and even Sumitra, who was the chariot driver, minister, and Sumantala. Sumantala. So he was riding, and he was also thinking that this KK should be cursed. Everybody. Lord Ram also knew, but Lord Ram is like paying obeisances to KK, and he is telling, Bharat will be a great king. I'm very happy for him. Please give me your permission so I can leave. Like Maryada Purushottam. So as he was leaving, there was Vashishta Muni who would live in Ayodhya. He was like the family priest. And Vishwamitra Muni is one who came. Vashishta Muni, he was very angry with KK also. He's a sage, but his love and affection for the Lord. So Vashishta Muni, he said, I desire that Ayodhya may become a desert. And where now you see, Ayodhya will become a desert. And where the Lord will go will become the capital, he said. So basically, what it means is, what is capital? Where citizens are there. But everybody loved Lord Ram so much that everybody will leave Ayodhya, and where Lord Ram is, everybody will go there. So he said, I desire that Ayodhya become the desert, the forest, and where the Lord goes becomes the capital. And then he was like, it is his emotions are described as anger with the smokeless fire. So nothing was coming out, but he was internally very angry. So this is like, and all the citizens, they were like, they all like, chalo, we are going to forest. They told all their children, all their family, we are going to exile for 14 years. So they all came to the chariot. They are glorifying, chanting the name of Lord Ram, because Lord Ram was attracted by his qualities. So everybody loved Lord Ram. He is like most adored, just like how Lord Krishna was adored in Vrindavan by the Gopas and the Gopis. Likewise, Lord Ram is adored in Ayodhya. This is an eternal kingdom, and there is eternal devotees, just like in Vrindavan. So Lord Ram, as he was going, all the citizens went, and it was um, Sumantra. He was driving, and then the evening time came. And evening, they all Lord Ram took rest, Mother Sita took rest, Sumantra took rest. Lakshman was always in that guarding mode, guarding spirit as a servant of Lord Ram. And all the citizens of Ayodhya, they took rest. So Lord Ram told Lakshman, wake up Sumantra. And he told Mother Sita, he said, Sita, it's time to go. And then they three got up Sumantra, and then they left. And so that's how Vasishta Muni desire got fulfilled. But not permanently. Desire got fulfilled still. That the Ayodhya will become a desert and forest will become capital. So all the citizens are in the forest, but not forever. So Lord Ram did want it to take them. So Lord Ram, he took Sumantra, Sita, and Lakshman. And then they went to, with the help of Guha, they crossed. And then how much Guha adored the Lord. Then they met Agastya Muni, and Lord Ram served Agastya Muni like perfect. And this is like his adherent quality, that even though everybody tried to stop, he would keep to his principles. So it is said that how Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was adherent to his principles. It is very easy to not adhere to our vows to our spiritual master. But if we are adherent to our principle, like Srila Prabhupada says, the purity of Krishna consciousness movement is based on the leaders of Krishna consciousness movement chanting 16 rounds sincerely and following the four regulative principles sincerely. And Prabhupada says, if we break the four regulative principles, then there will be havoc in our spiritual life. And that's why one has to be, and that this is how Raghunath Das Goswami was adherent. Likewise, Lord Ram was very adherent to his principles. And then Lord Ram asked, this is the last one I will say for just few more minutes. Then Lord Ram asked Agastya Muni that where should I stay? Then Agastya Muni says, nearby there is a forest of Panchavati, and all your desires will be fulfilled there. So Lord Ram took permission of Agastya Muni, and then they started moving towards Panchavati. And it was like, it is like um, spiritual Ayodhya on earth, like so beautiful Panchavati. So they went and they were um, uh, Lakshman, brother Lakshman, he constructed a cottage, and he would guard. And Mother Sita was very happy, actually, very happy in that forest and alone with Lord Ram. If you see, even in Ayodhya, na, there is always so many restrictions, na, because so many elders and everyone. But here, just Ram and Sita are staying together, and Lakshman is guarding outside. So she would cook, and he would not eat cooked food, but the berries, and she would prepare, and the sweetest one and serve the Lord. And she was like, all her desires were fulfilled. This Agastya Muni's wish, all your desires will be fulfilled. So that got fulfilled there. And then there would live. This is the fifth quality of Lord, that Eka Patni Vrata. He would accept only one wife. So if you see during that time, na, one wife is highly uncommon. Maharaj Dasharatha has four wives. And everybody has multiple wives. What to speak about Treta Yuga? Even Dwapar Yuga, Arjuna had four wives. You know? So, so it's like very, very common. In Treta Yuga, for somebody having multiple wives is like uh, having one wife is like unheard of in that time. But Lord Ram had this Ekapatni Vrata. So that time Surpanaka came, and Surpanaka asked Ram, said, "Who are you?" So Ram says, "I am Ayodhya Vasi." I'm from Ayodhya. I'm Ayodhya Vasi. I'm son of Maharaj Dashrath. And by demeanor, the Lord is a king. Like how he would carry, like very grave and perfect personality. So he said, "I'm Ayodhya Vasi Ram." Coming from Ayodhya, and son of Maharaj Dashrath, King Dashrath. So Lord Ram asked Surpanaka, "Who are you?" He said, "I am a Rakshashi." And I have my two brothers. They are Karan and Dosh. Kara and Dushan. Dushan. Kara and Dushan, right? Yeah. So these are my two brothers, and I am Rakshashi. So Lord Ram smiled, looked at Lakshman. Then she told Ram that I really have a desire to embrace you. And Lord Ram said, "See, I have Ekapatni Vrata. I already have a wife." And Lord Ram this time was in a little funny mood. Usually Lord Ram is very grave. Then he said, "Actually, Lakshman can accept you as his wife, and he doesn't have. I mean, he had, but he's open. So you try him." So Lakshman also understanding the jolly mood of Lord. So Lakshman said, "Yeah, I'm okay to marry you, but then I'm a servant of the Lord. You have to become servant of Sita and servant of the Lord. Do you want to do that?" She said, "No, no, no, no. How can I? I'm a Rakshasi. How can I become servant of anybody?" So she came to Sita and she said, "If Sita is coming between me," so she told Ram that, "Ram, don't worry. I will devour Sita. You have Ekapatni Vrata. You can accept me as your Patni, and I will kill Lakshman, and we both will go on the top of mountain, and we will have nice time there." So Lord Ram, Lord Ram was like, he hardly laughed. And then he started attacking Mother Sita. Then she, Surpanaka, she took that Rakshasi form and she wanted to devour Mother Sita. Then it became a serious matter. Then Lord Ram first, he by his sound, she was held back, and then he told Lakshman, take care of the situation. He does not, for the small Rakshasi, he doesn't want to take his bow. So Lakshman took, and Lakshman did his favorite task, that is to cut the nose and cut the ears, and she was in a pool of blood. Like if a small finger gets how much blood come, the whole, and she was like bathed with blood, and she was like angry, and she understood that the Lord is um, cannot be defeated. So she went to Dushan, Kara and Dushan, and when they saw, and she lied, like fell on their feet, and when they saw her face, they were like, "Who dare you have this?" Then she said, there is Ram there." Then Karadushan sent 14 main Rakshasas, and Lord Ram killed them. And then he became like it's like Lalkarnana. So he went himself, one of them, Dushan or both of them, with 14,000 Rakshasas. They went, and Lord Ram said, matter is little bit more serious now. So he told Lakshman that you go and uh, protect Mother Sita in the hermitage, in the cave. And then Lord Ram fought. Now, naturally, Lord's pastime, he got some wounds also where he is fighting with 14,000 Rakshasas. They are attacking from all over. Then, after everybody was killed, then Mother Sita came, and Mother Sita touched the Lord where wounds were there on the Lord's beautiful greenish bluish body. And she had tears in her eyes. And with her tears, when she touched, the wounds got healed by the love of Mother Sita. And we see wherever Lord Ram went, Lord Ram was very attractive. When he went to Mother Sita and Mithila, all the women of Mithila, they desired, we wish to have Lord Ram as our husband. When he was in Ayodhya, they all had a desire, we want to have Lord Ram as our husband. When he was in the forest sages, we want to have Lord Ram as our husband. So if Lord Ram would not take Ekapatni Vrata, I don't know how. There is only one husband, probably. He was so attractive and he has all these qualities. But then, Krishna has no restriction. So they all of them appeared as gopis in Krishna's pastimes and the Lord fulfill their desires. So these are the 5 qualities, and there are total 16. That's all I was thinking to discuss. Some glories of Lord Ram. Rest we will hear in the evening. So I think you are speaking. Okay. So we hear from Vedranath Prabhu about glories of Lord. So thank you all for joining. So if you want to say something, say like add something, glorify something about Lord Ram. Yes. Sir. By seeing the curly hairs. Wow. Yes. Shabash, Prabhu. बहुत fast है.
When Vibhishan surrenders, Ram said, today you're cornered as the king of Lanka. Then Then Sugriva asks, what if Ravan surrenders? I'll make him the king of Ayodhya. What if Bharat changes his mind and asks, and he comes to you, what? I'll make him king of spiritual world. Ayodhya is in the spiritual world, and I'll become his sister. I mean, he doesn't, there is no question of thinking, straight, done. So I'll make him, very interestingly, actually Lakshman, not Sugriva, Lakshman asks, what if Bharat comes and asks, so I'll make him king. The spiritual world, in that Vaikuntha, I'll make him the king of Vaikuntha and Alice. He doesn't say, what if I change? Because Lakshman doesn't change. There is no Lakshman role, right? Lakshman is always subsidiary. So, and here perform, these 16 qualities were asked by Narada Muni and Brahma. The first, that's the beginning of Ramayana. It's Narada Valmiki. Actually, no, okay, it's basically Narada Muni. I don't remember the another one, you know. I also read a long time. But yeah, so Narada Muni Valmiki, yeah. So if you are a performer, you'll become proud. If you are beautiful, you'll become proud. Is there anybody who has all the good qualities but very humble? It's the verse starts with conversation, you know. Is there anybody? Yes, one person in the Ikshvaku dynasty, Lord Ram. He has all this quality. And all these qualities are actually that's how Raman starts. Actually, you know, these are the qualities he possessed. You know? One after another, one after another. Harismriti says the goal of life should be Ram. Prapyasya brahmano ritir praptascha pratyagatmana prapyapayam phalam prapte tadha prapti virodhicha vanti sakla veda setihasa puranaka. Actually, I really loved when I heard this. Actually, this one verse is enough for one Bhagavatam class. Just 4 lines. You know, Prapyasya Brahmana, what should be the goal of life? Supreme Brahman, not Ram. Basically Hari, but Ram. Then to do should be goal of life is that Supreme Brahman, Lord Ram. Then what you have to do? How do I do that? Pratyagatma. You know, Pratyagatma, Paragatma. Today our goal is Paragatma, Sansanjana. You have to withdraw and you should become internal. So you, rather than Sansanjana and keep your consciousness outside, you keep the consciousness inside. Pratyagatma. You know? Okay, then okay, I'll do that. So control mind and senses. And so then how do I attain that Supreme Brahman? Prapyapayam. What is the means to attain the Supreme Brahman? Sadhana. Okay. You know, worship him. You know, if I worship him, what will happen? No. You know, what is the phala? You'll attain the love of God. Prapyam phalam prapte. What is the phala? You'll attain the love of God. Okay, so you'll attain the love of God and you'll go back to God. Actually, there it's actually go back to God. You'll go back to Vaikuntha. You know? But hey, there is an enemy to this process. Everything okay. For you is like, you know, you're taking a cricket bat and you're going to the cricket match and you'll play. No, there is a bowler. You know, Prapyapayam film tadha prapti virodhicha. What is a virodhi? Maya is there. It'll take you away from that. Be very careful. Amazing actually this verse. You know, there is an enemy. What is the enemy? Maya. Maya will tempt you. That's why our enemy is actually our senses and our mind. Nobody, but because Maya, that those are the headquarters of Maya. Maya is sitting inside actually. Bhagavad Gita again. You know, the senses. That's Krishna says. What are the headquarters of lust? Senses and mind. So be very careful. Who is your enemy? Okay, you're not like, you know, okay, I want to attain perfection, I'll do sadhana. No, there is one person who is trying to take you away from also. And that enemy is not there, okay, it's easy. No, but the enemy is there. But then how do I fight with that enemy? Array, for all these books are there for that only. Vadanti Sakala Vedas Seddhi has Puranaka. You know, Vedas are for that. Puranas are for that. Itihasas are for that. Itihas means Ramayana and Mahabharata. How to fight with the enemy? That's it. What to do, what not to do. So you are given certain. You have certain plus points. You have certain weaknesses. But make sure which weakness will kill you, which strength will take you forward. It is a continuous battle. Do kadam aake, do kadam piche. So it's like, so the scriptures are there to tell you how to make progress. How to be, where to be careful, where not to be careful. Where to take exit, where to stay on the process. Where is the speed breaker? So all these things are mentioned in Shastra. Amazing, right? This is from Harismriti, but quoted in Ramayana. I really loved it when I heard actually. One Sakala Veda Itihasa Purana. So, the advantage with, that's why Mayavad is why it is very difficult for them is, you made a point in that. We see the person. Why Mayavad is it's difficult? I know one Mayavadi, around he'll sit in the meditation by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Whole night. Continuously. He doesn't sleep.
Like Brahma.
No, like he lives in Rishikesh, he just meditates. Raman. They start with breath and they meditate. He is 90 years now. In 90 years, there's no question of ignorance for him. No, there's no, okay, 6 o'clock he'll go and take bath and again same, But the problem, one problem with mode of goodness is you feel good. Krishna says in Gita, it's very difficult to leave that. Chal raha hai, achhi tarah chal raha hai jeevan. But there is no taste. For us, even though we are conditioned souls, Ram is very beautiful. Alright, Krishna is very beautiful actually. What is that verse? That Chaurashtakam it is mentioned. Why we go for sense enjoyment? Because it's Maya pulls. But Krishna's pull is bigger than Maya's pull. Krishna's beauty is infinite. Our Krishna's pull is infinite. Maya's pull is not infinite. Maya's pull is not always there. So, Chinatsi Goram Yamapashadandam Bhinatsi Bhimam Bhavapa Bhinatsi Bhimam. So, this sense, when you are pulled by Maya, you'll go to hellish regions. So, Krishna also pulls you. Krishna pulls you with his beauty, with his qualities. So, Krishna's pull is, Bhinatsi Bhimam Bhavapasabandam. So, Vinatsi sarvasya chamastabandam naivatmano. So when Krishna pulls, that is good for you. When you are attracted to Krishna, that's good for you. When you are attracted to anything other than Krishna, that is doors for hellish regions are open. You don't know it. Hell, even if you are not in hell, the consciousness is in hell. But one problem is Jiva doesn't have a. This is where Mayavadis are wrong, where we are right. So, Jiva doesn't have the ability to fight with Maya. Means even if you want to resist, you're pulled. You cannot resist, you're pulled. So unless, that's why we need Krishna's help. Actually, one time Gaurav Prabhu made a nice statement. Sita last, Ram told Lakshman, you stay here. I'll go and address. Lakshman said, brother, you are the Supreme Personality of God. This is your creation. In this creation, where did you create the golden deer? There is no golden deer. Ram said, all these days I am dear to Sita, but now something else has become dear. Means she'll lose me. Means she'll lose you also. That is Tattva. When the Leela to happen, I have to go further. But you make sure you are here. How it will happen, we'll see. That is Tattva, but the Leela is different, So you stay here, I'll go. You know. So then, actually, one of the biggest criticisms for Ram in South India, arey, what type of henpecked husband is he? What type of God is he? His wife is telling the golden deer, get the golden deer, and he went to fetch the golden deer. And no, if he is God, how does he no why he doesn't tell her, hey, this is not golden deer, this is Maya? Why he didn't tell her? You know. So only devotees know where the tattva ends, where the lila starts. It happens simultaneously. How tattva ends and lila starts, how tattva lila ends and tattva starts. So Ram was very tough. He told, this is tattva, but lila, for the lila to go, and I have to go. But you stay, and Lakshman said, fine. You know? So then what happened? Going to made a nice point actually here. At this point, Sita told, I know. So Marich, actually, I really loved this episode. Ram told Marich, if you do not, Marich said, hey, it's Ram. Arre, Ram means that shot he never forgot. Ram, you know, Ram shot Vaivyastra and threw Marich. Marich came. Marich and Subahu came, started pouring blood. Yesterday I was telling. Subahu, when he saw Ram saw Marich. Subahu also saw Ram, but Subahu didn't change. He is a desire to, what is that? Put out the fire of the yajna. So immediately Ram took Agni Astra and killed him. Agni means fire, and immediately was killed. Subha, their brothers, Marich came. When Marich saw Ram, he got a feeling, I'm doing wrong thing. मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ, you know. So the moment he saw Ram, there is a transformation in his heart. Ram saw that. अरे ये तो थोड़ा change हो गया. I don't know how to kill him. I'll give him an opportunity. And Ram shot Vayu Astra and threw him 1,000 yojanas. Means 8,000 miles. He was thrown and fell down. Srivashnacharya said he never forgot Ram from that point onward. But this is Ram's childhood. But after a few years later, what is his name? Dashrath, not Dashrath. Ravana says, hey, you bring that lady. I have no problem. I mean, you help me. Yeah. But who is that lady? Her husband is Ram. The moment he heard Ram, never meddle with that guy. You are not powerful. Usually the ego is very high. Ravan, there is nobody who can defeat Ravan. And actually, Ravan thought these humans are all insects. That's why he didn't ask. But now, Marich said he couldn't believe Marich. Marich became scared. Ravan couldn't believe. Arey, how can you be scared? These are all humans. Arey, this human is different. अरे उनका शॉट मेरे को मिल गया. यार उस दिन से आज तक मैं कभी बुला नहीं वो शॉट. Don't meddle with him. Ravan said, if you don't help me, I'll kill you. Will you kill somebody? Somebody is actually धमकी दे रहा है आपको. He's putting you on the spot. If you don't help me, I'll kill you. Naturally, you don't want to help him, right? Even though you're his servant. So now Ram shot an arrow. Ram shot an arrow. Actually, no, there's so many acharyas give so many explanations. But one thing is, what is that? Now Marich had a choice. I should help Ram or I should help Ravan. Naturally, you don't want to help Ravan, right? Because he's the one who put you on trouble, He's the one, you're dying also. If you help Ram, you'll go back to Godhead. If you help, Ravan, they definitely should not help because he threatened you to kill. He threatened that he'll kill you. Vaishnavacharyas actually have so many different explanations. One explanation is positive explanation is I am dying, so you should also die. That is possible when Sita is taken away. So that's why he imitated Ram's voice, Sita Lakshmi. Some Sri Vaishnava says, because he never forgot Ram, he wanted to say, Sita Pate, Lakshmana Graja. Oh, wife of husband of Sita. That's what he wanted to tell. But he couldn't say, but he said he imitated voice. But he wanted to tell actually, Sita Pati, He's telling internally he's telling Sitapati, but external words came out was Sita and Lakshmanagraja, oh brother of Lakshman. But he's only these two words came. And another Vaishnava says, no. She wanted, hey, I am going to die. So Lakshman, Ravan also should die. So he helped. Internal, externally, he is helping Ravan, but actually he's helping Ram only. But when I read it, I got a feeling. Even if you want to help her, if you have a strong conditioning and a negative association for a long time, you cannot. His association with Ravana is very long time. For example, he attend Bhagavatam class. Oh yeah, I should change. Then what happens? You have 7 days of the absence of Bhagavatam class. Next day, no, I should attend Mangalarti. Next day, why you don't come? Your association with Tamogun in the office and association of non-Krishna consciousness will not wake you up to come to Mangalarti. It will dilute your determination. Even though you want to attend Mangalarti the next day, because your Bhagavatam class is so wonderful, because of your association, which is not Krishna consciousness, for at least 12 to 24 to 48 hours, you cannot. So because of that, though he wanted to tell Ram's name, though he wanted to help Ram, could not. I mean, that's what this is what I felt. So he helped actually Ravan actually. But of course, more than anything, Ram Leela is big. But of course, I say Ram Leela is big. No. What is your role? Idhar gaya aapne. So that's how Marriage died. So then Sita says, hey Lakshman, go and help. This is very important for sadhaka actually. You'll be tested. One time Radhana, I told maybe 100 times in the temple. Mara said, everyone will be tested. Thoroughly tested, you'll be tested, he said. It is a surprise if you are not tested. And our test doesn't come through our glorification. Always, whichever is our weakness, there Maya will try to expose us. Sita is telling, now I know, you want to enjoy me. Are Lakshman never saw the face of Sita actually. And what is Sita telling? You want to enjoy. There is no Lakshman concept in Ramayana. It was embedded. But the Lakshman is not there, but the concept is there. He said, Ma, this is all Rakshasa Maya. It's surrounded by Rakshasa Maya. Don't come out of the home until we come back. He told her. Ram said, I told you not to come back. Anything happens to Sita, I'll hold you responsible. Now Ram Gondru said, nice point. Sita tested the chastity of Lakshman. Ram tested the integrity of Lakshman. Sita tested the integrity of Lakshman and chastity and integrity. Ram tested the competency. अरे बोलने के बाद भी आप आ गए. So what type of servant are you? मैं आपको बोला था, फिर भी आप आ गए. Lakshman, I mean, I really felt this. Enough is enough, sir. What your wife is talking like this, you're talking like this. मेरी बीवी तो रो रही है उधर. मैं तो आपके पीछे आ गया. 13 साल हो गया. So she's crying, I'm crying. You are with your husband, you have no problem. But me, and on the top of it, you're telling me these things. He didn't say that. Wow. So bhakti will be tested. One devotee, I mean, I'm really, that devotee doesn't remember, but I remember. I told this also example. One day he said, Prabhuji, Janmashtami fasting. I told so many times, I'm hungry. I said, wait 5 hours. It's already 7 o'clock. 12 o'clock, we can take prasad. 9, I came coming from office. I'm so hungry. I said, all right, I took him to the cooler where all breakfast, prasad, lunch, prasad, 4 o'clock prasad. There were 300 items. And I was praying, Prabhu, pick up, we should not be here for more than 1 minute. And I was praying, one Mataji should not come here. Anybody can come, I can handle, but that Mataji I can handle. Can you believe? This cooler has only one door. You will enter through the door, you will make exit through the door. And who in the world would think, out of probably 300, 400, community was very big that time. She only came in. Wow. When she came in, my heart froze literally. And she looked at him. She's little, she looked at me. She looked at him. There is only one exit. I had to cross her and go. The moment I saw her, I started walking towards the door because I don't want to ruin my Janmashtami. And she said, "You will get you will wait. I didn't do it. I left. I crossed her and I went through the door." Then she turned to him. I was listening actually. "Hey, who are you? Why are you here? You thief!" Oh, ये तो धनवान है, big man. I came out and I was listening. It's a spring door, the door closed. I'm not a thief. He brought me. Call him. He said, "Call him, man, call him." Are yaar, you cannot. And they called me, but I didn't call. I left. This Prabhu didn't talk to me for 6 months. Then I told him, "Prabhu, I cannot convince her, you know. So, then this will become big and she will tell everyone, we should not be there." So the point is, we'll be tested. We are not supposed to go there. Out of my affection, I took you there. So she how can she call me thief? That his problem is, he's a big man, he's a rich man. How can you call me thief? I'm not a thief. Actually one of the biggest donors. I cannot be the biggest, but one of the donors. So Kana, you'll be tested. You'll be tested. Another point was told by Gaurav. So then what happened? Sita lost Ram, Sita lost Lakshman, Guru. And Dashara, what is that? Dashakanta, 10-headed Ravana, means 10-headed Ravana means the 10 heads means 10 senses. Occurring senses 5. So Ravana took Sita and put in Lanka. Lanka means his body, and Ravana is giving trouble. Likewise, we are away from Krishna, and we are put in this body with 10 senses and mind, always giving trouble. Mind gives trouble, 10 senses give trouble. So as eyes want to enjoy, ears want to enjoy, tongue wants to enjoy, mind, it shows something that you don't have and makes you unhappy, triggers all the impurities. So a living entity cannot on his own or her own look for Krishna. So again, the guru that was lost in Aranyakanda had come in the form of again Hanumanji comes. So Krishna has to say, now struggling, she cannot come. Material दुनिया में रो रहे हो, in Lakshman ji, and we cannot on our own find Krishna. Guru has to come, and Guru will take you. It's like if Prabhupada did not come, if there is, where is our hope? Yes, sir. So Guru has to come and search for us. We cannot search for Guru. Amazing, right? So our thing is, we have to keep on crying only. Rote rehna actually. Then Guru will come and because of it. Amazing, right? We'll end it here. That's it. Which one? It's on. Oh, somebody ended it. Somebody ended it?
Yeah, somebody who became host ended already.
That's good. Okay. No, it's there.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.